We are Hoop Central, and these are some of the greatest comebacks in NBA history. The NBA has always been a stage for one-of-a-kind, heart-pounding drama and jaw-dropping athleticism. But we can all agree that nothing really embodies the spirit of basketball, a good old-fashioned comeback. Who doesn't love an underdog? Throughout the league's history, we have experienced moments when all seemed lost and the deficit loomed large. Then, against all odds, a team dug deep, refused to quit, and rewrote the narrative. Let's take a good look at some of the most unforgettable comebacks in NBA history, where underdogs became victors and legends were born. Before we dive in, though, help us out by liking and subscribing to Hoop Central. We can guarantee you a slew of terrific basketball content, amazing best stories, shocking moments, the deepest rivalries. We've got you covered. And with a simple click of that like and subscribe button, you can help us continue to make content we all love to watch. Okay, now on with the show. The Utah Jazz versus the Denver Nuggets. We might as well start with what may be the best NBA comeback of all time. Why not kick things off with a game that fans are still raving about nearly 30 years later? On November 27, 1996, the Utah Jazz found themselves in what could only be described as a very deep hole against the Denver Nuggets. The Jazz trailed by an enormous 36 points in the third quarter. Yeah, for most teams, that means it's time to pack it in and start planning for the ride home.
Dale Ellis from Jackson. My goodness. 36, and we have, folks, a smattering of boos. The biggest lead, 36 in this ball.
But not for this team, led by the legendary duo of John Stockton and Karl Malone. What happened next was a straight-up masterclass of resilience, as well as a case study of why no NBA team should ever give up. The Jazz turned the screws on defense and were forcing turnovers and converting fast break opportunities into buckets. As expected, Stockton orchestrated the Jazz's offense like a maestro, while Malone bullied his way to the basket. The Jazz's bench added fuel to the fire, with players like Howard Easley stepping up when it mattered the most. When the dust settled, the Jazz had completed the largest comeback in NBA history, winning 107-103. It wasn't just a victory. It was a testament to grit, teamwork, and a refusal to surrender. I feel like there's a life lesson in there, don't you? Reggie Miller's 8 points in 9 seconds. We all remember when Reggie Miller took a huge bite out of the Big Apple, so we just have to talk about this comeback. Madison Square Garden, Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Semifinals, 1995. Fans expected an intense, close game. What they got was so much more. What they got was NBA history. The Indiana Pacers trailed the New York Knicks by 6 points with just 18.7 seconds left. Game over, right? Wrong. This wasn't the end. In fact, for Reggie Miller, it was time to flip a switch and leave everyone speechless. In an explosion of basketball brilliance, Miller drained a three-pointer, immediately stole the inbound pass, and nailed another three. Suddenly, the Pacers were tied. Moments later, Miller was at the free throw line, calmly sinking the shots that would secure the win. The Knicks faithful sat stunned as Miller taunted them. 9 seconds. All it took was 9 seconds for Miller and the Pacers to take over the game and come from behind. This feat of athletic greatness is still one of the most clutch performances in NBA history and a moment etched into playoff lore.
Reggie Miller scoring 8 points in the final 32 seconds.
New York is a city that never sleeps, but Miller knocked them out cold that night. The 2008 Celtics. The 2008 Boston Celtics were a team on a mission, but Game 4 of the NBA Finals against the Los Angeles Lakers tested their mettle like never before. Down by 24 points in the first half, the Celtics looked unmatched and out of sync.
Lakers a 24-point lead here in the second. Got tired of cheering and giving standing ovations.
This was not the team the fans had fallen in love with all season long, but then came the heart and soul of Boston. Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, and Ray Allen. The trio, known as the Big Three, sparked a furious rally with relentless defense and timely buckets. Pierce's mid-range game, Garnett's energy on the boards, and Allen's clutch shooting brought the Celtics roaring back. Boston's bench provided the spark to sustain the momentum. The Celtics outscored the Lakers 31-15 in the third quarter, and ultimately won the game 97-91, completing the largest comeback in NBA Finals history. It was a defining moment in their championship run. Tracy McGrady's 13 points in 33 seconds. December 9th, 2004 saw one of the most surreal and remarkable performances in NBA history. The Houston Rockets trailed the San Antonio Spurs by 8 points. Yes, 8 points with only 35 seconds remaining. But then, Tracy McGrady decided to take matters into his own hands. T-Mac drilled a three-pointer, stole the ball, and hit another contested three. After a Spurs free throw, McGrady banked in yet another three while drawing a foul for a 4-point play. Then, with the clock winding down, he hit one final dagger from beyond the arc. The Rockets won 81-80, and the Spurs were left in disbelief.
McGrady, foul is picked up. It's a potential 4-point play. Tracy McGrady from downtown.
It all happened so fast that any fan who had gotten up to get a snack or use the restroom came back to a completely different game. It was like it occurred in the blink of an eye. All these years later, McGrady's 13-point outburst is still the stuff of legend. It's a reminder that in the NBA, no lead is safe when a superstar catches fire. Cavs versus Warriors. Come on, you knew this one was coming, didn't you? The 2016 NBA Finals delivered a storyline straight out of Hollywood. The Cleveland Cavaliers, led by LeBron James and Kyrie Irving, faced a 3-1 deficit against the 73-win Golden State Warriors. The odds were astronomical. It's important to remember that no team had ever overcome such a deficit in the finals. But LeBron had other plans. In Game 5, he and Kyrie both scored 41 points, silencing Oracle Arena. Game 6 saw LeBron dominate again with another 41-point masterpiece. And then came Game 7, the stuff of legend. Sure, the Warriors had allowed the series to get tied up, but there was no way the Cavs could win, right? Remember, no one in history had done this before. Nervously, Warriors fans tuned into the game, hoping their team could pull it off and not pull off the biggest blunder ever. Then the game started, and it was clear the Cavaliers were not giving up. LeBron's chase down block on Andre Iguodala and Kyrie's clutch three-pointer sealed the Cavs' 93-89 victory, completing the greatest comeback in finals history. For Cleveland, it was a moment of redemption in the city's first major sports championship in over 50 years.
Iguodala to Curry, back to Iguodala, up for the layup. Oh, blocked by James. LeBron James with the rejection.
The Sacramento Kings versus the Chicago Bulls. On December 21st, 2009, the Sacramento Kings pulled off a comeback that defied logic. Down by an enormous 35 points to the Chicago Bulls, Kings could have folded. Instead, they orchestrated one of the most stunning turnarounds in regular season history. Tyreke Evans led the charge, slicing through the defense with ease. The Kings played inspired basketball, outscoring the Bulls 33-10 in the fourth quarter. When the final buzzer sounded, Sacramento had won 102-98. This comeback was a testament to the power of belief and a reminder that even the longest odds can be overcome with heart and hustle. Miami Heat versus the San Antonio Spurs, Game 6 of the 2013 Finals. Now let's roll to the 2013 NBA Finals between the San Antonio Spurs and Miami Heat. When all hope was lost, the Heat got, well, red hot. With the Larry O'Brien Trophy in the building and the Spurs up 5 points with 28 seconds left, Miami's title hopes seemed all but extinguished. The confetti was ready to fall, and fans were excited to start celebrating. The game was pretty much done, over, finished. Apparently, no one told Ray Allen. LeBron James hit a three to cut the deficit, and then came Allen's unforgettable moment. Chris Bosh grabbed a crucial offensive rebound and kicked it out to Allen in the corner. With impeccable footwork, Allen stepped back behind the arc and nailed a shot that tied the game. The Heat went on to win in overtime, forcing a Game 7 they would also claim. It's rare to witness one sports moment that turned an entire series and season around, but that is what Allen's three-pointer was. A definitive play that changed everything. His shot is arguably the most clutch play in NBA history, and this is still a sequence that encapsulates all of the drama and unpredictability of the NBA. Dallas Mavericks versus Los Angeles Lakers, 2002 playoffs. On December 6, 2002, the Dallas Mavericks faced the Los Angeles Lakers in a regular season showdown. The Mavericks built a 30-point lead, and the Lakers' three-peat dominance looked ready to crumble. But that's when the dynamic duo of Kobe Bryant and Shaquille O'Neal rose to the occasion. Kobe's heroics included a series of seemingly impossible shots. Meanwhile, Shaq's dominance in the paint sparked an electrifying rally. The Lakers stormed back, outscoring Dallas 44-15 in the fourth quarter to win 105-103. This was a brilliant display of championship might and skill, and is still one of the most astonishing regular season comebacks ever. As you can see, NBA comebacks capture the essence of sport. They've got it all: the unpredictability, the resilience, and a sheer will to win. They're a reminder that in basketball, as in life, it's never over until the buzzer sounds. Thank you for joining us for some of the greatest comebacks in NBA history. Make sure to put in the comments below which one you thought was the greatest. Also, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you get the latest content right when it drops. Until then, don't give up, don't ever give up, and we'll see you next time.